Right, first of all, this has to do with ISIS. Now I'm coming under a lot of criticism. So what? do you think that bothers me? Oh my goodness. From very, very gullible people. Very gullible. And I'm thankful that I am actually receiving abuse. Verbal abuse. If they could get hold of me, they'd strangle me. Concerning ISIS. Because the evidence shows there is no such thing as ISIS. I don't care what people say. I do not give a sausage. There's no such thing as ISIS. It's an ancient mother goddess who supported the authorities, who boxed the ears of Tet. Alright? Now I say I'm glad, and I am. I'm as happy as a pig in mud. You know why? Because these things define the line, alright? Between those who know and those who do not know and are gullible. Now I know now which line certain people are on, because they support not the truth but the government and media. Let me explain. I've just come across this piece of footage. Well, I saw it in the papers first of all about ISIS. Alright? The only pigging ISIS actually that does exist outside of Egypt is this one. Yeah, I'll take the piss. Of course I will. Won't we, Walls? You're a bit cold, aren't you? Right, let me explain. Where did ISIS come from, ladies and gentlemen? You tell me. Come on. Anybody, tell me where ISIS came from. It came from the government. What does the government stand for? Oh, you say it lies, it deceives, it buggers children, it thieves, it lives the life of Riley, it is childish, it is not what we are. Honest, truthful human beings. Is that right? But where does ISIS come from? The very pig insane government that you are clearly and evidently, with evidence, declaring against a body that is utterly, utterly, utterly corrupt. It cannot speak the truth if you dangled a child in front of it. Eh? And yet now you're saying, oh, well, it says ISIS. Well, you have double standards. For starters, I don't want to associate with you that has double standards. A double mind, hypocrisy. I don't want to associate with you. You've declared your colours. You've hoisted up your flag of where you are. You are sheep that is following government. And then once you followed the government, you then criticise those who are true to their stand against government. You're not true to your stand against government, you just say you are. But then you deny it. Come on, you deny it by accepting the words of government. ISIS doesn't exist. Clearly in the first instance because government is a liar. So anything it says is a lie, so ISIS coming out of that is a lie. Secondly, the media that you denounce, quite rightly, as a lying piece of scum. You again are hypocrites, double-minded with that. Because the media says ISIS exists. Double standards with you. Isn't it? Isn't it about time, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have not settled, okay, or not convicted of anything. You know what conviction is? It's not a criminal thing, that's secondary. Convicted. In other words, you know where you stand, you hold to the truth of what you are told by evidence to believe. And that is why I will stand, and you can burn me, stone me, hang me, do anything you like, and I will not change my stance, because the evidence is what I stand by. That ISIS does not exist. You can call me a fool, you're wrong, you're stupid, you're mad, you're a moron. Carry on, because I'm not going into that playground of yours. What are you going to do? Apply for Parliament and sit down and go boo boo hee hee like children? When is this nation going to draw a line and say the truth, be convicted of it, that government is a pack of liars and the media is a pack of liars? And when are people going to turn around and say this and believe this, be convicted about this, and stop attacking people who tell them what they themselves admit, but only pay lip service to it as they do? You've got to be further than lip service. You've got to be convicted, so much so that it's passion, that your words come out passionate against the error. And as I say, I don't give a damn. I don't give a sausage whether you call me anything under the sun. Doesn't bother me, because you're only declaring that you are but children in your understanding and you need to grow up. And I'm not criticising you. I'm telling you, you need to grow up. My father and my mother, and this goes around the world, said to me as a child, grow up. They weren't criticising me, they were loving me. Grow up, come on, step up, grow up, learn to grow up, learn it. Learn to be mature in your understanding. That's love. That's not criticism. The lefties will say it's criticism. It's not. It's love. I go out to work, and in various companies I go to, and I try to encourage the staff to be better than they are in their understanding, because that is my responsibility as a human being. I attack no person who is ignorant. I save it all up for those who are willingly ignorant, don't want the truth, despise the truth, hate the truth. But as far as my fellow man is concerned, the common man, those who are just generally ignorant, help them to come up, come up. That is loving our fellow man. The second table of the commandment. Thou shalt love thy neighbour as thyself, and thou shalt hate the evil doer. Hate. Now this here, I don't know the story behind this or anything, because I don't have anything to do with the news. unless it's breaking news, because I then know that it is a good exercise in analytical thinking. Okay, it's an exercise. We need things like this to exercise our minds. That's why we have puzzles and competitions and crosswords. And what is different between this picture and that picture, 10 differences. It's all to encourage us to analytical thinking. And that's why I go to breaking news and ignore this lot. Now, I'm not going to go into this, but they're promoting again ISIS, who's been away having cocktails and champagne and caviar. Where? Does the government tell you and the media tell you where ISIS has been for the past year and a half? Does it tell you? Hey? In a gambling casino in Las Vegas or something? Where's she been? Where's the words terrorist cell? Where are they? Homegrown terrorists. Where is it? I said some months ago that they would gradually bring ISIS back in. Now they tried word games and mind games with us. So they interchange between IS, Islamic State, alright, and ISIS, the players. And if we are so stupid to dance to the tune that they're playing, then we are stupid. Let's grow up. Come on. We cannot be effective if we're listening to government, we're believing government, and we're believing the media against the facts that both of them are packs of liars and they are playing us for monetary purposes and political purposes included. Now then, I just want to have a look at a bit of this here. They got the cameraman out somewhere. Middle East, supposed to be.
Of milestones for Shamima Begum. The death of her utopian caliphate.
Hang on, why have you just uncovered that in front of the camera? Why have you covered it? Because your face is supposed to be covered. Alright, you're very clean, by the way. It's very clean, very, very clean. Oh yeah, I see the dustbin men are out. Hey? You got your wheelie bin? So why have you uncovered your face? So I can see the baby. Well, the point is then, if this covers your face and you can't see anything, you're going to collide with a wall, aren't you? Eh? Is this a baby? Let's go on a bit.
But now the birth.
She just smothered it. And people are sitting here going, jihadist, jihadist, and they're screaming everything because the media wants her to scream everything. But what they don't pick and see is she's just smothered the baby. Even though it's not a baby. For goodness sake, grow up. Grow up. She's just smothered. If that was a baby, she'd just smother the buggering thing. And why is she sitting there? All right, come here, come on. All right, I'm not going to go through all this buggering lot, because this first few seconds tells us everything that we need to know. So this is Eastern Syria, okay? So they say.
Death of her utopian caliphate.
Okay, so she takes that back, it reveals her face. She can't pick and see through it. When they put this stuff on, not particularly this stuff here, but this here has a black net in it, so they can see out. This has got no black net. Secondly, having a black net, it keeps the face hidden until they get home and they can take the whole pigging lot off, have a fag, have a whiskey, whatever they like. Alright? So come on. She can't see through this, so she's hit into a wall. Secondly, this baby, why is she sitting here posing for the camera? when and pretending to have a baby in her hand, in her arm rather. Come on, mothers, fathers. We know that this is not the shape of a baby. There's nothing here of a baby. Secondly, what does she do? So she's sitting down, doing a piece for camera, with a piece of material. Alright? Now then, you're going to show us, are you not, the baby's face, the baby's arms, the baby's legs, aren't you?
Caliphate. But
There you go! Come on! Wake up! What's she done that for? With a piece of material.
now the birth of her baby boy.
No, it isn't. That's the death of a baby boy. You've just smothered it. If this was a real child, that baby has just died. She carried it here like this. She then uncovered it and immediately shoved it back. What was she doing? If this was a real baby, is she testing to see if it was dead or not? She smothered it. Smothered it to death. And people are actually sitting here and believing the media. Believing this is real. Gee, where's your say? That shit just beggars belief. It's like Lee Rigby. Oh, Lee Rigby. Lee Rigby in the road. It wasn't in the frigging road. It was a pile of clothing, you silly sod. There was no feet. Eh? Right. There were no shoes, no trainers, no boots, nothing to be seen. No ankles. No legs. No torso. No arms, no hands, no elbows. No shoulders. No head. There was an outline of nothing. And nothing appeared of any body. But people believed it. Because the media said it. So, at the end of the day, let's see. Oh, yeah, dead.
It's 4 years since she slipped away with 2 friends during February half term.
Really?
Because I don't support ISIS. It's not that. It's not just because I don't want to starve and I don't want my son to die. It's because I don't support ISIS anymore.
I don't want my son to die, but you just dead him. If that were a real baby, he's dead. See how they're promoting ISIS through this? I was wondering, and you can go back over my videos, because I've said it in my videos. I was wondering how they're going to get ISIS back into flavour. And they're doing it now through this. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this continues on, then we shall have more fake events created by the government and the media. Alright? I'm saying it here now, on the 20th of February 2019. Now, you've got to make your mind up. You've either got to seek to grow up or remain where you are. Alright? You've got to be one thing or the other. Otherwise, you're a hypocrite. And are you not worthy of being respectable, honourable, in standing for one thing and one thing only? The truth. It is not honourable to cry and decry government and then support government. Decry and decry media and then support media. There will no doubt be hundreds and hundreds of persons down in Manchester on the 23rd supporting Tommy Robinson. Why can't you lot be like Tommy Robinson? I'm not able. Of course you're picking able. He wasn't able. I'm not able. None of us are able to stand up. Not one. Not even Tommy Robinson. Nobody. But how does he stand up? How do we all stand up? Because we grow up. Alright, he believes in ISIS and all this. So what? He's misled. The whole point is, at least he's got a backbone, a spine. He stands for what he stands for. You stand for nothing. You've got to honour yourself. You're valuable. Get away from listening to the frigging media and swallowing it. I can see the media if I wish to. I can see the pigging lies as here. Because I'm away from the media. I'm not infected by the media. I'm not brainwashed therefore by the media. I therefore do not take two stands. I take one stand. I am what I am. And nobody is going to change me, because what I am is what evidence I have built my life on. And people hate me for it. Now I've got to go to court shortly to be hated even more. However, as we say, bring it on, because I want to see exactly where you stand. Where you stand. You know, it's good to be around mature people. It's very good.